Welcome to Every Dog, Every Day. This is a collection of my thoughts of living with dogs. It's a book I wrote in 2012. It is no longer in print, but you can access all 10 chapters through the website. As always, subscribe, give us a like, and use the comments because I always love questions. Many training strategies and behavioural modification programs aimed at dogs focus on reshaping dogs to meet the expectations of people. Many dogs simply cannot cope with this process. Every Dog, Every Day will introduce you to a mindset from which will give you a different view of your dog's innate behaviours and learn to celebrate who they are and not try to suppress their spirit. I wish I could write an encyclopedia of everything you would ever want to learn about dogs. Maybe one day there will be the technology that we can download our brains. In the meantime, I would like to share what I consider the most significant elements of bringing you closer to understanding your canine friend. In my experience of training many thousands of people with dogs, the key to a fulfilling relationship is the underlying mindset, not the latest piece of equipment or training solution. When connection between you and your dog becomes the basis of your thoughts, your interactions and all the components begin to lock together. As a result, you'll find clear direction in your choices and your decisions. Unfortunately, the dog business tends to throw around a whole series of unrelated, well-marketed ingredients. People are naturally attracted to the most flavoursome without understanding how all these different ingredients play on one another. Science can tell us the process of how a cake is made, but it takes significant skill to be able to replicate that process over and over again to produce consistently satisfying and exhilarating results for 99% of the eaters. I am more than familiar with the taste of thousands of cakes and do not rate the scientifically correct manufactured cakes over the extra pleasure that comes from one home-baked with skill and love. The cake cannot be at fault if you use the wrong type of fat. It is how that fat blends with the other ingredients that produces the desired result. The same with living with dogs. A piece of equipment alone cannot solve the problem of the dog pulling on a lead without blending your attitude, lifestyle, and interactions. I frequently see people with an overflowing basket of ingredients that when we put together seem to produce something missing in the final tasting. A dissatisfaction that's hard to define. They have all the components, but the bond between the parts is not made. The ingredients have been acquired from non-compatible sources, and an attempt has been made to bake them all together in conflict. The gentle person who, at home, places their dog's needs as a high priority, but when in public, avoidance of embarrassment comes first, and they become extremely ungentle. The dog is left in confusion, and the result is a disconnection with a high degree of uncertainty. I hope I can help you build a tree of deep connection and point you in a more secure direction when making choices about your relationship with your dog.